On this day, we should absolutely look with optimistic hope towards the rest of your lives together. This is a new chapter in life and a time of new beginnings as one family instead of two individuals. On behalf of Sam and Ashley, I would like to welcome their friends and family to this day of celebration. It was once joked by someone close to us that the secret to marital bliss is that every morning he asked himself, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? We celebrate, as Jesus recalled in Mark 10, a husband leaving his father and mother to be with his wife, and the two become one. This is certainly a time for joy, likely one of the most joyous occasions of your lives, but I think you would both agree with me in noting that the road to this moment in time was not without its obstacles. For those of you that don't know, the vast majority of the couple's time dating was spent more than 4 hours apart. Sam was stationed at the Little Rock Air Force Base in Arkansas, while Ashley was working for her MD in either Columbia or Springfield. Both the structured scheduling of the Air Force and the demands of medical school meant that the normal opportunity for visitation was about 2 weekends a month. This time of long-distance relationship went on for 4 years, culminating in Sam's military deployment for several months, where their only contact was a few phone calls and FaceTime. Sounds pretty rough, right? Well, on the other hand, maybe all that space was a good thing. I mean, I've lived with a bride for about 2 decades, and, well, I guess you'll find out soon enough.
It's beautiful.
Do not stop that. You don't have to tell us twice.
On this day, we should absolutely look with optimistic hope towards the rest of your lives together. This is a new chapter in life and a time of new beginnings as one family instead of two individuals. But this new beginning will also include challenges. Now, I know that the talk of struggle and hardship kind of dampens the atmosphere, but I think it is crucial to keep in mind the lessons these trials taught. Just as you have already overcome challenges to get to this point, you know you will overcome them in the future as well. The world we live in tends to portray love as an emotion, or a range of emotions that ignore the certainty of life's hardship and trials. Something like the adrenaline rush of the first encounters and the predictable comfort that settles after some time together and all that stuff in between. Even our songs paint an unrealistic picture of true love. Many of you will be familiar with the lines from these popular songs. According to the Beatles, all you need is love. The Temptations seem to have only sunshine on a cloudy day because of my girl, talking about my girl. And more recently, Bruno Mars says, you're amazing just the way you are. Now, I'm sure all the married men in the room can attest to how true that is when they roll over it in the morning. These lyrics sell records, and they sound good. But if you believe the message of these lyrics, you could falsely conclude that this emotional state will be enough to sustain you through life. But to know for sure, it would seem reasonable to examine actual examples of love that have sustained through many years. I personally have been blessed to witness 2 sets of grandparents celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. In addition, both the bride and groom's parents have combined almost 80 years of marriage. I've been around for 24 of those years, and I think we would all agree that much of this time was more like an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond than the Disney brand Happily Ever After.
Congratulations to Sam and Ashley. It was a beautiful wedding. Ashley, good luck. In my vast experience of being married, I've learned a few things. Some of these things may surprise you, but today was not about the wedding. It was not about the beautiful venue or the decorations. It's not about the delicious food or even the drinks. It's not about the wedding party or speeches or even Ashley's stunning dress. Today is about 2 people becoming one partnership. It's about finishing what they started years ago. Their dedication to each other through the years and the distance have been amazing. Today is about the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Sam and Ashley, we cannot wait to be a part of your new life. Congratulations. Cheers!
But other than the brushing hair stories, we've also shared a lot of other memories. We used to make fun of Caleb for not being able to beat us in basketball, telling him that we were telepathic, but we convinced him. But I consider her one of my truest best friends, and my life has been so much more amazing with her in my life. And that's why I'm so happy that you found Sam to make all those same memories that we had together, but just as husband and wife, and becoming greater best friends through the journey you guys have together. So cheers to the newlyweds.
While marriage and life will continue to throw challenges at them, they stand before you today to make a vow in the presence of God, their friends, and their family to love, honor, and protect each other in good times and in bad. At this time, the couple will exchange marriage vows.
I, Sam, take you, Ashley, as my lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, richer or poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till the death do us part.
I, Ashley, take you, Sam, as my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death do us part.
Sam and Ashley, as we have spent time together preparing for this day, it's been a delight to see how you've grown and see what you've done in navigating through what Caleb has expressed to us today. The unique challenges that you've both faced, but you've endured and you have really thrived through. And I know that even after this day and the celebration and the time that you'll spend together, there'll be a little bit of time left of struggle, and we'll be praying for you and encouraging you along the way. As you've shared your love and your lives with each other, today we celebrate this unbreakable bond that's between you and your spouse together. This bond is called a covenant, and a covenant is a unique word. It's a biblical word that expresses a mutual agreement between two people where their lives are joined as one for life. And it's in this covenant relationship, and the difference between a covenant and a contract being that covenants are established for a lifetime. Contracts, sometimes like rules are made to be broken, contracts are made to be broken. They come with all kinds of provisos and all kinds of fine prints you have to read and make sure you abide by. But a covenant is an established relationship where the two of you looked at each other in the eyes and said, I do, or I pledge myself to you in front of these witnesses, and we believe God as an unseen witness here today. This covenant is modeled by God himself as the deepest commitment that can be made with another person. And in visiting with you in preparation of this day, I attest that both of you are committed to each other in covenant relationship for life. And the guests at this service, as well as God, witness your solemn pledge today. The covenant you are entering into has been established by God and is kept by God's strength each day. And as you walk together through life, be sure to remember whom it is that created you, brought you together, and ultimately keeps you together according to his will. And again, what a joy it is to celebrate today and for everyone gathered here in this place. I know it's their desire, and as well as my desire, for you that love that you share today will grow daily as you experience God's best for your life.
As Sam and Ashley have committed their lives to each other in the bond of marriage, it is my privilege, by the power vested in me by the state of Missouri, to pronounce you husband and wife. Sam, you may now kiss my sister. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Sam Wilbur.
I'd like you guys to have a big welcome from Mr. and Mrs. Wilbur.